Music, I guess, is, it's such a driving force for the things where you are in time. It's such a source of survival. We put our music on in our headphones and it's like, yeah, I can make it. It gets you to work, it gets you home, it takes you running. Do you know what I mean? It's such a kind of deep, helps you cook, you make love to it, whatever. I mean, all of my albums end up being very always kind of quite collaborative. So I guess at the beginning, having finished, the journey with Rocket No. 9 and the last album I made, Blank Project, I felt very, honored to have been on that trip with those two wonderful blokes, and their force of nature. But I really felt like I needed to kind of be quiet, and that I kind of needed to primarily, first of all, just spend some time by myself to figure out what that needing to be quiet meant. And it was almost like catching up with myself, So I spent quite a bit of time just mapping out some songs, and then I have this great creative partnership, with my husband Cameron. We've been working God knows, a million years together now. So then we went into the studio and kind of wrote a bunch of other songs, but also worked on the stuff that I'd been putting life into. Cameron and I talked quite a lot about maybe making a record that was more kind of in the world now, about things that we're experiencing now. And I think this record is more like chewing the cud and kind of digesting the world around us, taking responsibility right now and creating space to really listen and talk about some of the things that are happening was quite important. So Kong was kind of the first, was a song that we kind of had ready before me and Cameron went to spend time with Kieran making the album. And that sort of was a song that came out of, the few years that we've experienced here with people, coming from looking for new homes, leaving their homes, loved ones, which I think it's very easy to forget. And so Kong really grew out of that story, and 3D for Massive Attack worked on it. So, and I think that the story of Kong, in a way, it's the first single, but in a way it's I think a lot of the songs are in the same threads. And in a way I think that this album has all the aspects of all the things that have, all the threads are there. Even the thread that I bring from my background, the sounds that I grew up with are there. And so it's in a way I feel like it's a homecoming. I mean, it's the first album, I think, maybe since Homebrew, where I feel like maybe I nearly accomplished, it rather than me, has accomplished the things that I was longing for, in a way. Someone said to me the other day that Kong is a headphone song, that he really got it when he got inside his headphones. I mean, I guess what I hope is, because I think that when we were making the record, we really thought of it as not just putting a bunch of songs together, but that it was we really thought of it as an album, And we, from the beginning when we were recording the songs, we ended up kind of putting them into order so that in a way the songs were telling the story as we were going along, and the songs kind of in a way almost knew where they needed to be. And I mean, I hope that it's a record that people will want to listen to more than once. or that people would get through it. Because, you know, like, I know for sure that we live in an age where, you know, like a lot of the time we just fast forward and we just skip. You know, you press play and you think, oh, I don't know, play, skip, 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 skip. So I hope that, you know, it's a record that people find time and space and interest in, and that it has, you know, that the clock runs on longevity rather than like on slow time rather than fast time. To me, like the Frank Ocean album Blonde is a really tremendous album. I mean, that is an album that I will listen to from beginning to end, like I listen to Fulfillingness or Inner Visions by Stevie Wonder, you know, where it's just like, you just go back and you find new things, and it gives me such a kind of, I mean, I just said I hate nostalgia, but it gives me this feeling of memory and life memory and something very deep, you know, like I get pictures when I listen to that album. And so that's been a really big inspiration, you know, in the last couple of years. And I'm still listening to it. I mean, it's not a new album by any means, but I think it's a genius body of work.